Hello everyone. The topic I'd like to talk about today is removing broken bolts from holes. So I've never used a screw extractor before, and I decided that a screw extractor would be a good thing to try on the bolts on my dirt bike. But the screw extractor broke inside of the bolt, and screw extractors are very hard, so they shatter easily, and once they break off in the bolt, they're nearly impossible to drill out because the steel is just so hard. It's harder than your file. You can't really file it down. So I'm going to show you guys a technique to get your screw extractors out of your broken bolts, and then you can use the same technique to get your bolts out of the hole. So here's the engine for my YZ250. It's a 1992, but there's a broken bolt here, and there's a broken bolt here. Now the technique, well, first of all, it might be difficult to see, but that little piece of metal sticking out, that's the screw extractor. The screw extractor is harder than a file. The bolt is sort of hard, but not too hard to work with, and then the aluminum is much softer. So I've already said that you can't drill through the screw extractor. So what we're going to do is take a center punch. It's just a punch with a point on the end. Now, what you're going to do with this punch is you're going to try and grab a face of the screw extractor on the edge, and you're going to try and turn the screw extractor. And remember that screw extractor is reverse thread, so you're going to have to back it out righty-tighty because it's backwards. So when you go clockwise, it's going to back out. So you're going to take your punch and you're going to hit the end of it with a hammer. I won't be able to show you guys that because I only have two hands and I can't film while I'm hammering it, but I've gotten this one to come out. Now your punch is, well, my punch is softer than the screw extractor. That means that the punch is going to get flattened when I turn out this screw extractor. So what you're going to have to do every now and then is take your file and file that point back onto the punch. So if you keep working at it and don't hit in the center, you got to make sure you hit on the edge, because you remember you're turning this extractor out. So you want to hit it right on the edge and back it out. After you get the screw extractor out, in theory you can do the same for your bolt, except it's going to be counterclockwise, so you're going to be hitting it the opposite direction. It may or may not work. Since your bolt is softer, it might expand when you hit it. It might get stuck in the hole. But after you get the screw extractor out, you'll be able to drill out the hole, and that's the important thing. So yeah, now you guys know how to remove a screw extractor that's been broken off using a punch and a hammer, and it's helpful to have a file as well. So I've broken the extractor loose using the punch, and now I'm going to show you with the screwdriver. See it turning? It'll come right out now since it's loosened. And one last thing, it's very important to wear safety glasses when hammering hard materials. I mean, it's good to wear safety glasses most of the time, but especially for this job, this is not something you want to mess around with. When you're hammering the punch into the hardened steel extractor, it's not going to dent like softer steel will. It's going to shatter. Pieces can break off and get in your eye. It could be a nasty situation, so make sure that you're wearing your safety glasses.